Netherlands provinces, constituent countries. Damn, trying to say that 3 times in a row. Special municipalities explained. Okay, guys, I gotta be honest with you. I already reacted to this video a couple of days ago, but I don't know what the hell was wrong with this microphone. Oh my god, I'm gonna punch it and break it. It didn't work. It didn't record my voice. That's crazy. Luckily, someone pointed out in the comments, so I could delete the video before everyone started to trash me and cancel me in the channel. So yeah, well, I'm gonna watch it again. I mean, it's geography stuff, you know. When you go to school, you have to learn the stuff. You have to reread the text, reread everything countless times before you learn them. So it's good to watch it twice. If it was other stuff, maybe I wouldn't have watched it twice, but this one is gonna be good. So yeah, without any further ado, let's learn something new.
Hey guys, so as you know, we are in between major country episodes, and that means it's time for a filler week. Let's do another administrative division video. And this time, we're gonna take it back to Europe. For the past few weeks, I've been spending time getting footage for the USA episode and traveling to Native American reservations, but I was not alone. I flew over one of the few people that I know that understands and has a passion for geography as much as I do, and he is Dutch.
Wait, I'm in the way. Let me... Yeah, I think it's better this way.
So therefore, we figured, why not do an administrative division video on his home country? Come on in, say hi to Mr. Alka.
Oh, fuck, wait, let me just do like this better.
Yeah, Mr. Alka.
Alka.
He's definitely Dutch. Then we'll have to adjust the camera, guys. Get ready.
Yeah, so I'm Auke and I run the page Atlasova, which you can find on Instagram and on YouTube. And we do map stuff, mostly map stuff. So I figured if you like geography, go check out my page.
And they make really good stuff. All right, Alka. I don't know. You want to talk about the Netherlands or something?
Let's begin. Blijf kijken en dan gaan we Nederland verkennen. So a few things you need to understand. The Netherlands actually is a kingdom. That means we have a king and a queen. That's great. And there are 3 different types of administrative division: provinces, municipalities, and constituent countries.
And let's start off with the biggest one, the provinces, shall we?
Let's go. So the first one is Drenthe, and the capital is Assen.
Assen. Now this province has the lowest population density and has the lowest GDP per capita, so it kind of like flies under the radar for most of the provinces.
But it really shouldn't, because it does have some very ancient sites, like the Hannebed burial mounds. Some are over 5,000 years old.
They also have this national park. It's a heathland, and it's one of the largest in Western Europe. Apparently heath, it's like the heath flowers or something.
Beautiful.
What's Assen known for?
Oh, they have a racetrack. That's cool.
Assen racetrack. It's an awesome Assen racetrack. Next one, Flevoland.
Capital, Lelystad.
It's like the Netherlands' biggest...
Let me know down in the comment section where you're from, which province, which city, any information, you know. I'm not gonna rob you, don't you worry, I just wanna know, I'm curious.
So this is an interesting one, not only because it's the newest province and the smallest in the land area, but it's the only province that is completely artificially made by reclaimed lands via polders.
Yeah, we already explained what a polder is in the Netherlands episode, but in case if you missed it, it's basically like a place that was made by draining out all the water so that the land underneath becomes new land. Something like that, right?
Yeah, they started doing this in the 50s, and part of it were considered part of Overijssel, another province, in the beginning, but then they decided to make it officially a brand new province in 1986.
You built an entire new province.
Yep.
This meant that a bunch of new cities popped up, and a lot of people actually moved from Amsterdam to Almere because Amsterdam was too expensive.
Right, yeah, and this was the time where people were actually able to buy a car so they could live further away from where they worked, so people moved to Almere.
Now, even though they don't have a lot of old sites, everything's kind of new there, they still have a lot of cool things to check out, like the Batavia Yard, a museum, and
there's a lot of water sports such as sailing, windsurfing, kiteboarding, all that sort of stuff is very popular here.
Flevoland, it has a lot of flavor. Flavorland. Okay, let's move on. Friesland.
That's the first time that the co-host is not beating him for his dad jokes.
Capital, Leeuwarden.
It's the place with its own language. Frisian. They're very proud of it, and it's actually the closest language to English. And fun fact, my name, Auke, is Frisian, even though I'm not from there. It's very difficult for me to understand it. I understand maybe like 40% of it when they talk. You probably wouldn't understand it.
Not at all. There's actually a video of a guy speaking Old English to a Frisian guy trying to buy a cow. It went viral. And the Frisian guy actually like understood him.
Yep.
It was weird. From a Dutch perspective, what are the people of Friesland like?
I think they're known to be very blunt blunt and brash. They don't really care for an excessive lifestyle. And many people will say maybe that they're the most beautiful people in the country. I mean, Doutzen Cruz is from there, and pretty much everyone there looks like her.
Ah, got it. Gelderland, capital, Arnhem. It's like the
huge.
wild card province. You never know what you're gonna get here.
It's the largest province by area, and there are so many interesting random things here.
Veluwe. It's one of the largest nature preserves in
Bro,
the Netherlands,
what?
and you can actually find like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bro, can't even pass from the door with all those horns. That's crazy. Wow. 12 horns next to Bambi.
there's a wildlife there.
It's also home to the largest waterfall in the Netherlands, the Loenen waterfall, which is a stunning 15 meters high, which is 50
Wow,
feet.
that's so cool.
Nijmegen, I studied there, claims to be the oldest city.
I think the next video that I'm gonna check out from the Netherlands is gonna be like places to visit, because I'm sure there are so many beautiful places to see. Oh my
Dating
god.
back to Roman times, about 2,000 years old.
And many of the castles and
Haunted castles.
like haunted
Wow.
and abandoned.
So yeah, there's a little bit of everything. It's a wild card.
What the hell, Gelderland? So much going. I don't know. I can't even. Groningen, capital, Groningen.
It's the northernmost and isolated but fun province. So like Friesland, they have the mud flats
Wow.
of the Wadden Sea, which means you can actually walk to some of the islands on a
Wow.
good low tide day. But don't do this on yourself. It's super dangerous. You should always do this with a guide.
Groningen is known for one of its most famous universities. It's one of the oldest in the country, started in 1614. So there's kind of like a fun student vibe to this whole place, you know? What else? They invented korfball.
What is that?
There is a little bit of a controversial thing to this area.
Korfball.
Explain a little bit, Elke.
Yeah, so Groningen does have the Groningen gas fields, which is good for the economy, but not very good for the people living there because it causes earthquakes. Because people don't like it when their house starts crumbling down.
Right. Limburg.
Understandable.
Limburg.
Limburg.
Limburg, capital Maastricht. So Limburg is the southernmost province, and it is the only province that borders both Germany and Belgium.
So they have a fun accent because it almost sounds like every sentence they say ends in a question, but it's all fun and games.
However, Limburg is known for having like rolly, hilly landscapes because it's in the south. Everything else is kind of flatter.
Wow.
Up in the north.
We like to say that they have
That looks
mountains,
amazing.
even though the highest point of European Netherlands is located there and it's only 322 meters or 1,056 feet. So both Nijmegen in Gelderland and Maastricht in Limburg claim to be the oldest city in the country. Both started as a Roman military outpost about 2,000 years ago. Who knows?
Who knows? Let them battle it out. And now we move on to North Brabant.
The capital is called 's-Hertogenbosch, or for short Den Bosch.
Serslebosch. Dutch language, man. Okay, so Elke, this is your province.
I do want to learn Dutch.
Okay, so tell us about it.
It's confusing because the province of North Brabant is actually in the south of the Netherlands. That's because
I never understood. Is a language of the Netherlands called Netherlands or Dutch? Because when I started this channel, I said, maybe I should learn a little bit of Dutch. And my favorite book that I use to learn languages is the Asimil one. I don't know if you have present which one is that. And they do have an Italian, from Italian to Dutch, but it's called the Neerlandese in Italian. Neerlandese, so that's why I'm confused. Is it Dutch or Netherlands?
in Belgium there is another province called Brabant, so we're north of
Brabant.
Of the Belgian one.
Yes.
Yes. So you guys probably know Vincent van Gogh, Vincent van Gogh. Yeah, he actually is from North Brabant.
And fun fact, I went to the same high school as Vincent van Gogh.
Besides all the fun activities though, North Brabant is also known for having the smartest region in the country, supposedly. Explain a little bit.
Well, this is the area where the tech giant Philips originated from, and it's now home to a bunch of tech startups and big companies like ASML that produce machines that make the highest quality microchips
We did make a reaction to that one. Go and
in
see.
the world. It's interesting because it has the N and exclaves of Baarle-Nassau and Baarle-Hertog. If you look at the map, you'll see a bunch of different parts of Belgium inside the Netherlands, inside Belgium, inside the Netherlands. It's a mess, but it's interesting.
I explained about it in the Belgian
incredible.
episode, guys. Check it out. It's a weird city. North Holland. Yeah. Capital is actually Haarlem. This is like the flashy moneymaker province. You've all heard of Amsterdam. You know, that's this province. The canals, the coffee shops, crooked buildings that are technically synced blinking, and that's very iconic of Amsterdam and North Holland.
Yes, but there is more to North Holland than just Amsterdam. Head up a little north and you have places like Volendam, Marken Island, which are super Dutch iconic sites. And you can also drive on the longest connection towards Friesland. It's the Afsluitdijk.
And yeah, the Hollands is basically where everybody got the misnomer where they thought this whole country was named Holland. It's not, it's just a province within the Netherlands. Yeah. Which brings us to the next province, South Holland.
Capital, Den Haag, in English, The Hague. This is the province that ate their prime minister. I'll explain that. But first, it's the most populous province and has cities like Rotterdam and The Hague. Rotterdam is like the hard-working port city with the busiest harbor in all of Europe.
Cool.
The Hague, on the other hand, is the capital that isn't the capital because it houses the government, the parliament, and everything political.
Also, The Hague has the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, which settles debates between countries. So, you know, don't go to war. War is bad.
Also, if you receive a postcard from the Netherlands, it likely features either Kinderdijk with the beautiful windmills or the tulip fields near Lisse. And that's all South Holland.
And also, South Holland is where they ate their prime minister? What? Can you explain?
Okay, that was back in 1672.
Love this historical facts.
They were angry, they killed him and opened him up, ate him. South Holland. It's fun.
Okay, South Holland. Now let's talk about Overijssel. Capital, Zwolle? Zwolle.
Yeah. Overijssel is home to many historic towns and villages, including Giethoorn, picturesque village that is often called the Dutch Venice. The city of Zwolle, located in Overijssel, is a charming Hanseatic city that is known for its historic architecture.
The Hanseatic League.
Yes.
Yeah, look in your history, yeah. Okay, something crazy happened here, by the way.
Yes, in May of 2000, a firework factory actually exploded, and the bad thing was that firework factory was located in the middle of a neighborhood. It's super crazy, it's like a national trauma. Was terrible.
Oh man.
That's
okay.
crazy.
Well, let's move on to Utrecht. So Utrecht, capital, same name, Utrecht. It's kind of like Amsterdam if there weren't as many tourists.
Yeah.
Like, they have the canals, all this stuff, the bicycle lanes. It's really.
The city is very vibrant due to its large student population, and all these students, of course.
Bro, if I see this without knowing this is not Amsterdam, oh my god, I would definitely think this is Amsterdam. What the hell?
And it's really.
The city
That's
is
incredible.
very vibrant due to its large student population, and all these students, of course, ride their bicycles. So the city actually has the largest bicycle parking in the world.
I've been there. It's like a big, massive built parking structure.
Yep.
Just for bicycles.
So in general, Utrecht is just known to have very beautiful parks and gardens, botanical gardens. Oh, and the famous artist of Mondrian was from here. And the only Dutch Pope was from Utrecht.
And finally, the last province, Zeeland, capital Middelburg. This is the original Zealand. Hey, Kiwis, your country, you know, in New Zealand, it was named after this province.
Yes.
So yeah, heads up.
I used to go here a lot actually when I was a kid. The province has beautiful beaches and it has the best seafood in the country.
What do you call that fish, the herring that you eat with onions?
Yeah, herring.
Is there what's it called in Dutch?
Haring.
You just call it.
It's the province with the lowest population in the country and has some of the most very religious towns. The Netherlands has something we call the Bible Belt. It's like a strip of town.
Why is it always in the south that people is mostly religious? Even in Italy is the same.
That spans from Overijssel all the way to Zeeland. It's very prevalent here as the people sometimes wear traditional outfits and are known to have very strict Sunday rest or Sunday Sabbath.
In general, this province is beautiful, flat, and beachy. And if you want to go for a swim and have some mussels and oysters, this is the place to go. So that was all the provinces, but there's a little extra to this thing, right? There's a country called the Netherlands.
This is where we leave the European continent and move across the world to the Caribbean.
The Netherlands has 6 overseas islands that fall within their kingdom located in the Caribbean. These are often called the Dutch Caribbean.
Right, so the 6 islands, 3 are constituent countries. That means they're a country within the kingdom of the Netherlands. Those are Sint Maarten, Aruba, and Curaçao. And then you have the 3 other islands, which are special municipalities. So they fall under the country of the Netherlands that falls under the kingdom of the Netherlands. Those are Bonaire, Saba, and Saint Eustatius.
It's kind of like the UK with Scotland, Wales, you know, being constituent countries. Same deal, Netherlands. Let's start with the special municipalities first. So these islands technically are kind of like under the status of a town or a city rather than a province.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so they're that small, but they're islands. So let's start with the first one, Bonaire, capital Kralendijk.
It's the least populated of the ABC islands with only about 20,000 people, and it's not a constituent country, it's a special municipality.
Even though it's located next to Aruba and Curaçao, you would think it is, but it's not. It's in the down, but St. Martin is a country. Complicated. Famous for its Bonairean-style architecture, which features brightly colored stuccoed.
I mean, when you travel to a place and you see all those colors in the houses, bro, you feel so happy. This color just makes you feel happy. There's no way they don't.
Buildings
Come
with
on.
red tile roofs. It's
They're home to the Pekelmeer.
Wow, I love
sanctuary.
flamingos.
also lots of salt pans and salt pyramids, which export
is
salt
that?
around the world.
During celebrations, they all
crazy.
serve bolo preto cake, a traditional black cake made with raisins, currants, and rum.
Rum cake is so good. I love the whole Caribbean makes rum cake. I love it. Next up, St. Eustatius, capital Oranjestad. St. Eustatius, also known as Statia in the Caribbean, is one of the smallest islands and is located right next to St. Kitts and Nevis. In fact, on a clear sunny day, you can even see it from the distance from the west side of St. Kitts.
Basically, it's an island that was formed by two volcanoes that meshed together.
And the entire island only has like 3,200 people, and their only airport is actually named after Franklin
Wow,
Roosevelt. So,
3,200
Overall,
people.
it's a cool little island with good diving spots and a shipwreck. Next up is Saba, another special municipality. The capital is the bottom.
That's an interesting name for a capital.
They're nicknamed the unspoiled queen of the Caribbean.
This is the smallest special municipality in the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It only has about 2,000 people, and funny enough, although it is small, it actually has the highest point in the entire Kingdom of the Netherlands, Mount Scenery,
Wow.
which is actually an active volcano.
Yeah, the dangerous airport,
So
right?
your tallest point is on a small island.
Yes. It also has the world's shortest airport.
Yeah, I remember.
Iraus Queen Airport, which is only about 400 meters wide, and it
Bro, can you imagine living here? That is insane. That is insane. Imagine living here. Like, everywhere you need to go is gonna be upwards. That's crazy. I mean, your legs must be like, I don't know, like this, I guess. You have to always walk like that. That is insane. I wonder how they even go around. Bro, I wouldn't even leave my house if I lived there.
drops right into a steep cliff.
Yeah, it was literally the only place they could build an airport because most of the island is just built on steep ridges and cliffs. Yeah,
Wow.
small, volcanic. You could fall off a cliff. Tallest
But I
point.
mean, you need to be really rich, I think, to visit the Caribbean. I think the flights are gonna be so expensive.
Saba, man.
Wild. Next up, the constituent countries. First up, Aruba. Also, the capital there is called.
That's really
Oranjestad.
famous.
So, since it's a constituent
expensive,
country,
I
they
think,
use their
no?
own currency, the Arubian florin as a currency. However, the US dollar is widely accepted.
Historically, it was inhabited by the Arawak peoples, and today you can even see petroglyphs in some of the caves.
Basically, the island was once part of Spain, but they didn't really care for the island because it was dry and not capable of growing plantations. So they kind of ditched it. The Dutch came and found gold.
There was gold, like
That was gold.
yeah, they missed out. Then there was a time when they became big on oil refining, mostly due to the proximity to Venezuela and their oil fields. It's, yeah. St. Martin. Now, this is a weird one because it's like half an island that's split with France on the north, St. Martin, and they're both called St. Martin. The Dutch side is on the
Oh.
south, and it's the only part where you guys boil.
I only
France.
knew the San Martin from France.
And it's a constituent country. It's like, it's not even a whole island, but it's a whole country.
Oh,
Wait,
and
but so if this island belong to European countries, that must mean that the flight tickets shouldn't be as expensive, right? Or doesn't have anything to do with that?
yes, this is the island where you can send really
Probably
close
don't
to the
need
runway of an
passport.
airport.
Yeah, I saw so many videos like that. Oh my god, I would be so scared. Imagine you just woke up in the morning, you make your coffee, you go at the window, you move your little curtain, and then you see the fucking plane just go right in front of you. Oh my god, I would just drop it on the floor. I would shit myself.
And you see airplanes
Maybe you're not
flying
much
just 100
thinking
meters
the
above,
moment.
100 feet above you. And as a constituent country, they use the Netherlands Antillian guilder and the US dollar as a currency.
So most people here actually speak English, not much Dutch, but they still use it and they teach it in schools. There was a story about a criminal too.
Oh, right. The famous kidnapper of Heineken, the Mr. Heineken, the beer brand. He was kidnapped and the kidnapper was finally caught in France, but because of all sorts of regulations and rules, they couldn't extradite him through Belgium. So they had to fly him over to St. Martin so they could actually transport him to the
That's
Netherlands.
Extradition laws are
crazy.
crazy. And finally,
Wow.
Curacao, capital Willemstad.
That's
it's the
crazy.
most populous of the ABC Islands at around 150,000 people. The official currency in Curacao is the Netherlands Antillian guilder, but also here the US dollar is widely accepted.
Just like Aruba, they have a history of gold, oil refining, and
Wow,
the finance
so
sector
beautiful.
and tourism. They play huge roles in their
Curacao
economy.
is the
They're famous
liquor,
for their
no?
colorful houses in Willemstad, built in Punda
The liquor.
architecture, Dutch-style gables
Wow.
and shutters.
The island, just like Aruba and Bonaire, is kind of more dry and arid. There's lots of cacti, stuff like that. It's a cool landscape. There's a liquor, you've probably heard of it, blue curacao and green curacao. It's actually
Green Curacao, I never saw
made
it.
from their own lahara fruit. They take the peels and yeah, they make that liquor. So there you go. That is everything that falls administratively in the Netherlands. It is your home country. Let's imagine this was the Netherlands Geography Now episode. You know how I say like in conclusion? If this was your chance to say in conclusion, how would you say in conclusion about Netherlands?
on the spot.
Yes, I am. Pressure, pressure. Whole country watching.
It's a small, flat country in Europe, but has some weird anomalies in the Caribbean. Super interesting stuff. But yeah, I guess we're cool people. We're very direct, very blunt, but in general, I think we're friendly.
I think you are too. Clearly, when I step down, there's also another thing about you guys. So cheers.
Sol.
Hope you guys have a good one. Stay cool. Stay tuned.
That was a really nice episode. I really hope that this time I could record my voice. But yeah, let me know. Let me know. Have you ever been in one of those constituent countries or special municipalities? And yes, I said it without making a mistake. I'm proud of myself. But I don't know. I think I made a research back in the days. I mean, I went to Puerto Rico a long time ago, and it was really cheap because that's part of it's a territory of the US, so the ticket was super cheap. I think I paid like 250 euro a two-way ticket. That was insane. That was insane. I couldn't believe it. So maybe it might be the same from the Netherlands. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments. I would trust your opinion since you're Dutch. If you want me to check out other videos about the Netherlands, let me know which one you prefer. And yeah, wish you all a lovely weekend. Good luck for the game tonight, and I'll see you in my next one.